All of you switch on your video. Today now we are going to start that chapter number 4, Animal Kingdom. That's the last chapter of this classification unit of first unit of 11th standard. Animal kingdom, okay, like a plant kingdom. Now we are going to classify entire that's all the animals into their convenient category, so we can easily understand each and every organism. You know that tremendous varieties of animals are present on the earth. These all organisms have different shapes of their body, different structure of their body. They possess different structures for locomotion. They possess different structures to capture the or to get the food, right? So on the basis of this feature, they have the one more feature that we can say that the symmetry level. Next, am I audible to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next feature, the C1, that's the coelom. Other is the symmetry of the, then arrangement of cells. Next, how the different systems are formed, which are the different unique features, for this for the particular convenient category. These things we are going to study in this chapter. Next thing in this chapter, initially given that basic information regarding this information actually helps us to classify the animals into their convenient category. In this first feature that we call levels of organization, this thing actually, you know, this thing, you know, when cells these cells arrange together, cells perform their functions. Okay, cell to cell functions when start, then tissue level formation, tissue interaction start, then it will form the organ level, organ interaction start, then it will form the organ system, right? Here we are going to discussing only these 4 levels: cellular, tissue, organ, and organ system. Now in this first one, that's the level of organization. First, cellular level of organization, meaning what over here? See, cellular level of organization, in that one example, sponges. See, in this chapter, lots of examples are given. I think above 100. Okay, above 100 examples are given. They are common name, scientific name, right? मैथ्स में फॉर्मूला लर्न करना होता है, बायोलॉजी में एग्जांपल्स. In a way, both are same, right? So, cellular level, in that one of the example, sponges. In lower standard, actually, you have learned different phyla. Can you tell me, sponges belong to which phylum of animal kingdom? बोलिए मैत्री.
Porifera.
Correct, Porifera. Right, sponges belongs to the phylum Porifera. See, your involvement, interaction is required. Try to interact yourself in all our sessions and try to recollect each and everything within a session, right? चलो लेक्चर ले लिया, फिर मैडम रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो सेंड करते हैं, उसमें से लर्न कर लेंगे. दैट्स द रॉन्ग थिंग. right? Please try to interact yourself. The sponges belongs to that Porifera phylum. Now, in Porifera phylum, not only sponges, other organisms, commonly we call sponges, are present. These all have cellular level organization. Cellular level organization meaning what? Can you tell me? This one is unicellular or multicellular organism? Sakshi, bolo.
Ma'am, it is a multicellular organism.
Correct. It's a multicellular organism. So यहाँ पे ये concept clear होना चाहिए. Cellular level organization meaning what? Organisms are multicellular, but they have so many cells. Their body is made up of so many cells. So we can say that multicellular organism, right? But these cells, they do not interact with each other. They do not interact with each other. That's why we call it's a single cell perform their own function. They do not interact with the other neighboring cells. So that's why we call it a cellular level of organization. In Porifera, in sponges, tissues are not formed. Only we get the cells. Clear hai? Next. So in sponges, cells are arranged as loose cell aggregation. Some division of labor occurs among the cells. See, when we study the Porifera, at that time I will show you the exact diagrams of sponges in that different types of cells are present, right? So you can easily understand. Just now remember cellular level, sponges, Porifera phyla. In that, tissue formation does not occur, just the level of division up to which one? Cellular level. Second, tissue level organization. See, one thing, one advice to or suggestion to all of you. If you want to easily learn this entire animal kingdom, then remember the sequence of phyla, in a correct manner, in a correct order. Like first one is the Porifera, second one is a Coelenterate, then third one is Ctenophora, Platyhelminths, and Exclemanthes, or the Nymphthelminths, you can say that, right? So if you have learned in this way, this will become very, very easy to understand, right? Now, next is the tissue level organization. In that, example of phylum Coelentrates. Coelentrata, phylum, Coelentrates organism. All organisms belong to that Coelentrata phylum we call Coelentrates. In that, arrangement of cell is more complex. Initially क्या था? Only the cell organization, right? But over here, cell to cell interaction start. And that's why now we call it's a tissue level organization. So that's why compared to the previous one, cellular level, tissue level, that is somehow complex one. Next, tissues, remember first of all, you know that epithelial tissues, muscular tissues, nervous tissue, आया है ना lower standard में connective tissue? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you all aware? Okay. So these are the tissues. These tissues are made by what? Cells. When cells interact to each other, these animal tissues are formed. Right? So remember, if you know that epithelial cells, muscular tissue, and to make it easy, you know that in plants, parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue, sclerenchyma tissue, remember? Right? So वो सभी कैसे? Suppose this all are parenchyma. So their origin and this all perform same function. All cells have the same origin and they perform same function. पेरेनकाइमा, ये सारे सेल्स पेरेनकाइमा टिश्यूज फॉर्म करते हैं, तो वो सब सेम फंक्शन परफॉर्म करेंगे. सेम वे अदर, सपोज द स्क्लेरेनकाइमा इज देयर, राइट? सो remember, cells origin same, they perform same functions, This type of cells together we call tissue. So in coelentrates we get tissue level organization. In that organs are not formed, just what tissues are formed. Epithelial tissues है, muscular tissues है, nervous tissue है, like this. Just imagine muscular tissue, right? Muscular tissue in that. Can you tell me, our heart is an organ, right? Heart is an organ or an organ system?
Organ.
Clear होना चाहिए. Organ. Heart is an organ. Now next, so this organ, heart basically is made up of muscle tissue, right? So just imagine कि यहाँ पे this muscle tissue form हुए. फिर next level जो है means phylum Platyhelminthes to the all chordata तक. Platy, Aschelminthes, Annelida, Arthropoda, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. This all phyla members have organ level of organization. Means in that muscle tissue, now this is the one muscle tissue, second, third, fourth. So all tissues interact to each other. Or else we can say that covering में epithelial tissues होता है, फिर एक होता है connective tissues, right? So both tissues, they start interacting to each other and form one organ. It will make a organ. Remember, when tissue interactions start, epithelial, connective, nervous, muscular, all that tissues start interact to each other, then it will form organ level of organization. Remember, starting from which one? Platyhelminths. Then next, organ system. See, in your book given that is in organ level, that is with the Platyhelminthes, right? And in your book, say that's the tissue level given in that coelentrates. Coelentrates के बाद एक और फाइला होता है, that's the Ctenophora. So in coelentrates and Ctenophora, actually remember, both have this tissue level of organization. यहाँ पे नहीं दिया है, बाकी जो डिटेल्स दिए आपके each and every individual phylum, in that these things are given, right? Tissue level organization, coelentrates and Ctenophora. Ctenophora के बाद next phyla आता है, that's the Platyhelminths. So Platyhelminths, only this phyla have this organ level of organization. After Platyhelminths, that next all phyla that you can simply call nematodes, आप बोलते हो जिसको, Aschelminthes, Nemathelminths, right? These all have annelids, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. Member of all these phyla have organ system level of organization. Meaning what over here now? Suppose we take one example of digestive system. So many systems are there in our body. Digestive system, nervous system, reproductive system, respiratory system, excretory system, right? These are the example of organ system. Now, here we are going to take one example of digestive system. Can you tell me which are the organs or which organs constitute organ system? That's digestive system. Can you tell me? अभी ये तो सब लोग आंसर दे सकते हो ना. जील बोलो. Speak loudly. अर्पिता, आपके डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम में कौन से ऑर्गन्स होते हैं? बोलो बोलो. सिंपल है, बोलो अर्पिता. हाँ, इंटेस्टाइन, करेक्ट. देन नेक्स्ट,
large intestine, small intestine, stomach.
stomach, esophagus, right? Your buccal cavity. So these are the different organs which makes entire digestive system, right? So this, just imagine कि अगर stomach interact नहीं करता है small intestine के साथ, then our food remains in the which one stomach part. It will not enter into the small intestine and then large and then defecation occur, right? So remember, all organs when start interacting to each other, then it will form organ system level of organization. Same, अब देखो reproductive system. So in that ovary, female की अगर बात करें तो ovary से fallopian tube, uterus, cervix, vagina, right? Next, excretory system. So in that main organ, that's the kidney. Kidney में से ureter arise होता है, right? Then urinary bladder, sac-like structure in which our urine is stored and then released out through the urethra. So these all are different organs, but they interact with each other. They perform together. They perform their function together. So that's why we call it the organ system level of organization. बोलिए clear है? Right? In your book given, that's why that in members of Annelida. But remember, Annelida से actually ये start नहीं होता है. Before that, Animalia, Asclepianthus phylum is there. With this phyla, organ system level of organization begins. Right? Rest all phyla, organ associate to form functional systems, and each system concerned with a specific physiological functions, and that we call organ system level of organization. बोलिए clear है? All four level of organization: cellular, tissue, organ system. Cellular, sponges, porifera; tissue, coelenterics and ctenophora, both. Organ level, platyhelminthes; organ system, Annelida, Asclepianthus भी याद रखना. So it will become easy. Asclepianthus, Annelida, Arthropoda, mollusc, Gynodermata, Hemichordata, and chordates. All of you, any doubt in this part? Yes or no? Clear. Next. At the end, I will ask, okay, from the start to end. Recall everything. Next thing, that organ system may exhibit various patterns of complexity. Now, in the first, two systems are given over here: digestive system and circulatory system. Digestive system, either it is incomplete type or the complete type of digestive system. See this picture over here. Digestive system, incomplete and complete type, right? Now, if you see in this first diagram, or before that, first I explained the complete one, so incomplete becomes very easy to understand. One organism is there. In this organism, if we can make out over here, that one opening and the second opening is there. Through one opening, it intakes the food, and through the other opening, it releases the undigested food, waste material, right? So if this type of system is there, meaning what over here, that system with two openings, that is mouth and anus, are separately arranged, that type of system we call complete system. Two openings, one we call mouth, other we call anus. Both openings are separated, and that type of opening we call complete digestive system. Right? Can you tell me humans में कैसा होगा? मैंने अभी इनकम्प्लीट एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया है, बट आई एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम यू इन ह्यूमंस व्हाट टाइप ऑफ डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम. जिल बोलो. ऑल टाइम नेटवर्क इश्यूज नहीं चलता यार. जयमीन. जयमीन अनम्यूट.
यस मैम.
बोलो ह्यूमंस में कौन से टाइप का सिस्टम होगा, कंप्लीट या इनकम्प्लीट?
मैम कंप्लीट.
Why? How can you say that? Your answer is correct. Explain.
क्योंकि
Hmm.
सब
मैत्री.
सिस्टम है कंप्लीट.
मैत्री बोलो.
Ma'am, complete digestive system.
Complete digestive system. Why?
Ma'am, because we have different openings for entering of food
Yes.
and exiting of food.
Yes. For defecation and ingestion, right? Intake of food. Two different openings are there in case of humans, simply to understand such complete digestive system. Whereas in the incomplete system, if you can make out over here just one pore is there, and through one pore, the things are entered into that organism, and through the same pore, the waste material also exit. Right? This thing actually present in platyhelminthes. Sponges में ये होता है, sorry, flatworms, not sponges. Platyhelminthes, flatworms जो है in this incomplete digestive system is there. बोलिए क्लियर है? Complete, incomplete. Incomplete, just one pore which behaves or serves the two things. Food entering means mouth as well as anus. So we call incomplete. When both the pores are separated, so this one it's a complete system, well-developed system. Right? So digestive system, in that remember, incomplete digestive system in this platyhelminthes, right? And complete digestive system starts with actually Aschelminthes. Again, in your book given from this Annelida. But actually it starts with the which one? Aschelminthes, then Annelida, Arthro, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemi, and Chordata. In all these things are present. Right? Next thing, that circulatory system. Circulatory system, it's of two types, closed and open. Closed and open type of circulatory system, see in this picture. Cockroach, one of the example, cockroach. Arthropoda में होता है open circulatory system. And arthropoda, and one more that we call them some mollusk. उसमें है ये open circulatory system. In which यहाँ पे heart है, right? Heart में से blood vessels arise होते हैं. And these blood vessels then breaks into capillaries into the body cavity. वो join नहीं हो रहे यहाँ पे. Join होगा तो क्या होगा? Blood जो यहाँ पे flow कर रहा है, that comes from the heart to blood vessel, then from the capillary again enter to this blood vessel and heart. This type of system is not formed over here, but here this from the heart blood vessel arise, right? And these blood vessels breaks into capillaries into the body cavity. This is their body cavity, right? Just imagine that कि हमारे human body में heart है, heart में से artery and veins that we call blood vessels, right? Arise. So if one thing, that's a heart में से arteries arise होंगे that supply the blood to our each and every organ. फिर organ में से क्या organ में capillary structures form होते हैं, and that capillary structures unite and form vein system, and that veins go towards that heart, right? So यहाँ पे कहीं पे भी blood जो है, ये जो confined system है, right? Heart, blood vessel and capillary, उसमें से बाहर आता है at any point? No, right? So remember, that's why we call that our system. Remember, this type of system we call closed. But in case of this arthropoda, where the cockroach present, some mollusca, in that open circulatory system is present, here the blood that enter into the body fluid, blood enter into their coelom, coelom in which the body fluid is present, and again यहाँ से body fluid में से वो heart में enter होता है, right? So this type of system we call the open circulatory system. Closed in that see heart, heart में से again blood vessel arise हो रहे हैं. If you can make out over here these arrows, these are very important. See, from both the sides, actually direction given in this way. देखा? दोनों साइड से ब्लड वेसल्स अराइज होते हैं एंड वो पोर करते हैं इनटू द सीलम बॉडी कैविटी, एंड फ्रॉम दैट अगेन ब्लड एंटर इनटू हार्ट. जब हम कॉकरोच चैप्टर नंबर 7 में डिटेल में करेंगे ना सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड. इन कॉकरोच एक्चुअली 13 units of heart is present, not a single, right? So this is the closed circulatory system. Now, in case of this, this is the open circulatory system. In case of closed circulatory system, if you can make out the arrows, see, heart में से arteries arise हुए, right? So this one we call artery. Then on the organ, right, they make this capillary structure, gives their oxygenated blood and then deoxygenated blood, right? These veins unite, capillary unite to each other and form veins and open into heart. So यहाँ पे direction ये है. So blood enter into the heart. This one we called vein. In case of this open and closed circulatory system, in this particularly closed one, both are actually artery because both supply the blood from the heart. Whereas in case of closed, this one is artery and this one become vein. Closed circulatory system example arthropods and some mollusks. Sorry, open circulatory system example arthropods and some mollusks, and closed circulatory system examples cephalopods and chordates. Cephalopods belongs to mollusca. That's why in open circulatory system given some mollusks. Cephalopods belongs to this mollusca phylum. Right? In that different classes are there. So one of the group of this mollusca, they show closed circulatory system. And then chordates, all chordates. Whether it's a fish, amphibians, reptile, aves, or mammals, all shows closed circulatory system. Understood? If you have doubt, you can unmute and ask.
Ma'am, in closed circulatory system, where does the blood go? I mean, in open.
Closed circulatory system, in that blood?
No, ma'am, in open.
Open. In their body cavity. In their body cavity, meaning what over here? See, when we dissect out any organism, right? When we dissect out any organism, so in that case, suppose ये human body है, just imagine that shape. right? Over here, the cavity is present that we call body cavity. In this cavity, all the systems are present, that digestive system, respiratory system, lungs are there, then here heart circulatory system, then kidneys, excretory system, all systems. So all systems actually are placed into this body cavity, right? So suppose just consider that in humans, open circulatory system is there. Then from the heart, the arteries arise. From the heart, the arteries arise, and that arteries break into this body cavity. So now all organs that bath into this blood, right? So that we call the body cavity. So in open circulatory system, blood goes into body cavity. फिर ये body cavity heart के contact में है, so ये हो यहाँ से contact. But this thing is not possible in case of humans, right? So in humans, closed circulatory system, and in arthropods and some mollusks, ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम. इसके बेनिफिट्स ये क्लोज्ड है तो ब्लड एक कंफाइंड रहता है. सी एनर्जी लेवल इंक्रीज डिक्रीज होना, एक्चुअली एनर्जी लेवल डिक्रीज्ड हो जाता है. मेटाबॉलिक एक्टिविटी इन केस ऑफ दिस ओपन सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम, वी आर नॉट गोइंग इन डिटेल ऑफ दैट, right? Gradually the system is formed. Initially the system formed that we call the open one, and then it becomes more and more advanced and become closed circulatory system. Clear, Maitri?
Yes, ma'am.
Next. Okay, before that, give me the answer first. Can you explain complete digestive system quickly? Can you explain? See, within few minutes meet will end. Sakshi.
It have two different parts to enter the food and to discard that.
Yes,
Food.
defecation. Yes, correct. Next. In which organism or which phyla we shows closed circulatory system? Kirtan.
Ma'am, cephalopoda in the class of mollusca,
And
and all the other higher animals like mammals.
chordates. In short, we call the chordates. Right? Correct. Next, that's the symmetry.